right, off we go. It's Talking Sports with Ryan and Cory on the BWC Network. I still have to try to get used to that name.
Yeah.
Eventually, because with new shows, you wouldn't think this, but with new shows, you kind of have to find a way to get the words to flow a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, the Ryan Hartson show didn't have much of a flow to it when I started saying it, but it comes off very easily now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get it, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it with Cory Bender, our semi-permanent co-host. Off we go, and diving into the crappy games of the National Football League. Only 6 of them this week. There's 6 bad games, 6 good games on a 12-game schedule plus the Monday night game.
Yep.
So it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's not a bad week, but it's not like an unbelievable week. So, but we'll get right into it. How about the Redskins and the Panthers? It's John Beck instead of Rex Grossman because Rex Grossman finally imploded. 4 interceptions against the Eagles last week. So now we're moving on to John Beck.
What an
The little I saw of John Beck last week, he looks like he can at least play.
Yeah.
I don't know how well. I don't know how well for how long. So they're going to Carolina. Cam Newton, he's been so good. He has to start winning games at some point.
He really has to. He's been losing so many damn close games, like I talked about during the break. I think it's been like at least the last 3 or 4 games, losing in the final minutes. It's going to happen, though, when you face Drew Brees. They've lost to the Bears. You know, it's going to happen. He's still a rookie quarterback. They're a young team. When you look at it, though, they're playing very great. I don't think the Redskins will be able to stop them this game. I think Cam Newton's going to be able to not pick apart the defense, but at least score a pretty good amount of touchdowns in this game. John Beck, he looks all right. I just don't think his first week he'll be doing good as Cam Newton, so that's what I have. I mean,
I've gone from hating Cam Newton when he came out of the draft. I'm starting to fall in love with this guy.
I really am too.
I mean, he is so good.
Yes.
And there is something likable about him.
There really is.
He's got a lot of good qualities. He's going to be a good one.
Yeah, he is.
He is going to be a good quarterback.
He's just got to stay healthy.
Yeah, and Carolina's got a bright future. I think you got to draft a franchise receiver for him next year and a couple years from now. So Carolina off to a great start. Definitely better than the Redskins.
Yes.
Moving on to the Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. It's in Cleveland. Long road trip for Seattle.
That's all you really got to say about that game. I mean, it's going to be a long road trip for Seattle, so I think
McCoy has to start playing better.
It's going to work in favor for Colt McCoy. He has no receivers around him to throw to. I mean, Josh Cribbs is a kick return specialist like Devin Hester. He won't be able to catch the ball a lot. So I mean,
Mike Holmgren has to be furious because the Browns do have talent. They're just not playing up to it.
Yeah.
And they're going to figure it out eventually. What they need is an easier schedule.
They really do.
So, Browns, you just got to stick with the home teams because, I mean, Seattle, they are such a wild card. I mean, they win that big game in New York. Sometimes they get blown out. Sometimes they look terrible. Sometimes they look pretty good. Pete Carroll, what is going on with Pete Carroll?
Question mark. That's why.
I mean, the whole team, this is the most bizarre team in the National Football League. You just don't know what you're going to get week in and week out. Denver and Miami. Timmy Rara coming back to Florida.
Yay! Coincidence.
By the way, it is the on Sunday they are having a little ceremony remembering the 2009 Florida Gator
Coincidence?
national champions. Yeah, coincidence? I think not.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow getting his first start since last year.
Yep.
You know,
he looks all right.
I heard an interesting quote yesterday.
Interesting quote.
That I want to relate to this game. It has nothing to do with sports, but here's what it is, and I think I can relate it to Tim Tebow and how he might be able to play well in the NFL.
Yeah.
Now, stay with me. It's going to take a little while. If you judge a fish on how well it can climb a tree, you would think the fish to be stupid.
Ah, okay.
Tim Tebow cannot and will never be able to run a pro-style offense.
No.
It is what you and I have been saying for a year.
Yeah. And
but I think we're essentially judging him on how well he climbs a tree, and he's more of a guppy, more of a fish.
Yeah.
So I think if he hands the ball off a lot, if Cam Newton is able to run the option in Carolina, if you let Tebow run the option and these little pitches. And he runs the ball a little bit, and you give him 10 or 11 passes a game, because people forget, he wasn't throwing the ball 40 times a game.
Yeah, he was running like crazy.
Tebow threw the ball like 14 and a half times a game in his career in Florida.
Yeah.
So he was never a passer. He's a complete football player, is what they say about him. So if he can run around, do the little option thing, essentially do what he did at Florida,
he'll be fine.
He is really good at that.
Yeah.
And they can at least just keep the chains moving, just stay on schedule, keep moving a little bit, those impromptu plays, and that's going to have to be their offense.
Yeah.
And against Miami, because Miami is terrible, that can work.
Yeah.
Now, are they going to win a ton of games? Are they going to win championships? Absolutely not. But if Tebow can kind of start with that and kind of branch off as his career progresses, he can be pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's definitely smart enough, and he's definitely willing to work hard enough to get there. Obviously, it's been very well documented, his work ethic. So it is absolutely possible. And I think that is something that works to his advantage. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that does make sense. I mean, I like how this year the NFL, same with Cam Newton, he's been running stuff in Auburn and this offense in Carolina a few times. They're trying to help him get used to the system. So, I mean, it's just smart to do. So maybe if they can do that with Tim Tebow, maybe he'll be able to develop. Who knows?
Just keep it, right? An NFL offense today is out here.
Yeah.
Right?
It's very complicated, yes.
Just unbelievable. Aaron Rodgers runs this offense. The West Coast offense just branches out forever. If you keep Tim Tebow right here,
then you'll be
just
fine.
Keep everything inside, close to your body.
Yeah.
And be able to just run a little option, hand the ball off, run around a little bit. He can do that.
Yeah, he can.
And you can do that against the Dolphins and maybe win a football game.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. He is a huge coin flip right now.
Yeah.
But if he could just do that, I don't hate him.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. Houston and Tennessee. The Titans are a mess. I don't care what their record says, they're a disaster. They can't run the ball. Hasselbeck is old. That offensive line is terrible. The defense is a total disaster. Roethlisberger threw 5 touchdowns on them a couple weeks ago. They are a mess. If the Texans are going to show that they are an elite team, you have to blow the doors off this team. Because the Titans aren't good.
No,
I don't care what their record says. The Titans are terrible.
They are Inception, pretty much.
When you play an easy schedule, you're going to win games when you're an average team.
And when we're the Texans, where you face some pretty hard teams, you're injured to hell. I mean, you're going to lose some games.
It's been brutal. It's been really brutal for the Texans. And I think they're getting to the part of their schedule where they're going to be able to put some wins together.
Yes.
And they have to, because if they don't win this division, there is no hope. They should just break up the team.
They really should.
They should.
Hey, Andre Johnson should just go elsewhere.
The Houston Texans should no longer exist as a franchise. We should just have 31 teams. Just forget it. Because it's not working if you can't win this division.
Exactly.
The Titans are a joke as well. Pittsburgh and Arizona, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Next game.
By the way, Kevin Cobb is a disaster. I didn't know if you've noticed, if anyone's been paying attention. Kevin Cobb is a mess.
He is.
I thought he'd be better. He's not. He's just, and he can't play.
No
wonder Andy Reid just kept Mike Vick in there because Kevin Cobb just ain't that good. And he's getting $60 million.
I wish I did.
Green Bay and Minnesota, rookie quarterback, defending champs, Aaron Rodgers in a dome. Aaron Rodgers has one of the highest passer ratings in a dome on the road of any quarterback in history.
Yeah.
You put him. He's supposed to be a cold weather quarterback. And yet, when he plays inside, he's unbelievable.
Well, I mean, he is from California, so I guess that makes sense. So.
It's true. Minnesota just trying to develop your quarterback. Try not to get him
sacked a few, many times.
Try not to scare him.
Yeah, try to let him hand off the ball.
I like Christian Ponder. I liked watching him play in college. Yeah. He was just a fun player, and he's a nice guy. I would ask of Clay Matthews, be nice to him.
Be nice.
Just be nice.
Play nice, Clay.
Just play nice. We know you're gonna. The offense is gonna score 45 points. Be nice to him, and just don't hit him too hard, because I would like to see him have a successful NFL career.
But Clay Matthews is never going to do that.
No.
He's going to go hard.
And those are the bad games. The good games next, and the good is really good this week.
Ooh.
That's Corey, I'm Ryan. It's Talkin' Sports on the BWC Network.